For the base, I like to use chocolate sandwich biscuits, which I break up roughly before dropping them into a food processor. Next, I add some good dark chocolate. I give this a blitz until I have beautiful earthy rubble. On top of this, I add some soft unsalted butter and smoked sea salt flakes. Though you can, of course, use regular sea salt flakes. This gets another blitz until the butter is incorporated. I tip this mixture into a loose-bottom flan tin, then press it down and around the edges with my hands before smoothing it with the back of a spoon. I leave the lime case in the fridge to set overnight, so that all I need to do the next day is melt a few luscious ingredients together for the filling. I begin by finely chopping a slab of chocolate. Again, it must be good and dark. So I have already laid the foundations for my salted chocolate tart, in other words, made the base. And now, for the filling, I'm going to start off by using a word that I love, which is I'm going to slake some corn flour in milk. This gives a satiny lusciousness to the chocolate filling. Right, that's done. Feeling very efficient in a warm kind of a way. And now, you need some cream, a lake of cream. I've used very good dark chocolate, so I need a bit of sugar. And then the cosy sweetness of vanilla. You can use extract, but I love this goo. So that's the light side. Now come with me, if you will, to the dark side, and I mean dark. Some instant espresso. I use this a lot with chocolate because it provides a really deep, dark hinterland. In life, I have no truck with bitterness. In the kitchen, I'm drawn to it. So I want some cocoa. And although sieving is my least favourite job in the kitchen, I am prepared to do this now because it's worth it. I promised a salted chocolate tart, but I'm going one better, smoked salt. I am a person of passions and I love this stuff. It brings a slight note of the bonfire. Now the chocolate goes into the pan here. And then, finally, an ooze of extra virgin olive oil. It would be more usual to use butter here, but the thing is, to me, butter just merges in with the cream. It doesn't add anything, and this brings a sort of slightly grassy, peppery savouriness, as well as gleam. And on we go. At this stage, I just want the chocolate to start melting. Then I can add my slaked corn flour. Right, so the chocolate's melted now. In this goes. The corn flour helps this mixture to thicken, and without eggs, which makes life very simple. I mean, you saw how easy the tart base was to make. This is even easier. I mean, it's embarrassingly easy. Now, it's quite easy to tell when it's ready. I mean, you can see how thick it is, but this is scientific method. Lift up the spoon, draw your finger across the back, and you can see that it's not trickling. That line is staying there. That means turn off the heat and pour into a jug to cool. Now, it's got to be cool enough so that it doesn't melt the biscuit base, but I still want it to have a bit of flow to it, so when I pour it into the base, it will just ripple in. To prevent it getting a skin, I'm going to scrunch up some dampened parchment, which I have about my person, as one does. Just put it on the top. My mother taught me this. So once this has cooled down a bit, I can build on my foundations. And that's perfect. Get it to wave its way into the tin. Just a little shimmy to make it flat and even. And now it needs to go in the fridge to set for later. A deep, deep joy awaits.